folks. Good evening, good morning, whatever you're working with. We're happy that you're here today. This is the That's Not Funny comedy podcast.
Welcome back to That's Not Funny comedy
two
podcast.
Two best and worst buds trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
Our juice, our sweet juice.
I would lick your lips too much.
Into trying to find a place to set my beer here into your mouth. A little bit of something like that. Could be a rag. Could be an old dish rag. Yeah. You know when it starts to smell. You know that smell that sponges get after 2 months.
It's a horrible smell.
Yeah,
it's a horrific smell.
Yeah, it's a smell of.
It's an unacceptable smell to think that you're doing any type of cleaning with.
Yeah, no, it's. And are you ever somewhere? Because I personally, my rags don't get that way. My sponges don't. Get that way.
Well, you do a dishwasher sponge, don't you?
I don't use sponges. I use a brush.
Brush is the ultimate truth. Or if you're a Shark Tank fan, Scrub Daddy. Shout out Scrub Daddy.
What is a Scrub Daddy?
It is a great new invention. It's a pioneer of scrub sponge technology.
Okay.
It's basically just a different sponge that's made out of different stuff. It's built different, literally.
Literally built different.
And it's got a.
Can you give me
it's got a face, and so you can literally mouth F-dog it with a spoon.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it doesn't always have to be a clean time doing the dishes, if you know what I mean, folks. It's the Scrub Daddy's real. No, I love the Scrub Daddy. I've had my Scrub Daddy for actually probably like 4 months, and I was just telling my lovely girlfriend Roxana the other day. I was like, I need to get a new Scrub Daddy, not for any other reason. It's just that I need to get a new one.
You want to support the cause?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just here's my thing. I mean, any brush, any sponge, any Scrub Daddy that you get, if you clean marinara sauce with it, it's a F-dogging problem.
Yeah. Well,
I need a marinara sponge.
Anything.
That's what I need.
Indian food is dangerous, folks, because it has so much turmeric in it.
Turmeric can literally stain quartz.
Yeah.
And I've had it happen, folks.
Yeah. No, I've stained my counters. I've stained my teeth. I don't know. Have you ever?
Ooh,
I go by
that's
corn
scary.
Teeth. Yeah, I've stained my teeth.
That's scary. I don't like that at all.
I went through a turmeric kick, folks. I drink turmeric chai vitality tea.
Wait. I think I had some of that today.
It's very good.
I've been drinking tea more.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
Somebody finally. My tea maker that like heats up my water really quickly. It like broke this week.
Ooh,
and that was like an existential crisis for me because I am an alcoholic that no longer drinks alcohol.
Yeah.
And I drink a lot of tea instead, and a lot of non-alcoholic alcohol. That's
tea
also,
really do it for him, man. Because you know what's nice?
Yeah.
It's nice to fiddle with the bag. It's like the world's oldest fidget spinner.
Yeah.
And somehow like you feel sophisticated.
Yeah.
I had counseling the other day and I was dipping my tea bag and I was like, I think I like this little life. It's not a bad.
I like this little life.
Not a bad thing.
No,
folks,
it's good.
How are you doing? What's your crack? TT, what was not funny for you? Oh, by the way, this is not a comedy podcast. Comedy may occur, but that is up to you, the good folks at home. And we're just, chatting about what was not funny in the world, in our lives, in the, in the entire ether. What's not funny is that this mic, it just, look at this. Folks,
it's just on the
I'm living in Jurassic Park right now.
Precipice.
I don't know how that equates to Jurassic Park, but it is to me.
What was not funny for me this week? I had a pretty good week.
You had a pretty good week?
I had a pretty great week. I was in counseling and I was like,
yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're off the beauty.
Yeah. What isn't funny for me? Okay, here's what isn't funny for me, guys.
Yeah,
I've been fighting a lifelong struggle with dandruff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow I knew you were gonna bring that up.
I've had dandruff since the day I was born. Have you ever heard of Harlequin babies?
This guy, some people, people like identify with like their mental illness or whatever. This guy identifies with his dandruff.
I do. And here's what happened in the last 2 weeks. So, I thought I'm going to begin this battle. This is going to be an epic struggle. This is going to be a titanic struggle, the likes of which I might not live through this. I'm going to try and get rid of my dandruff. So for 2 weeks, I took a shower every 2 or 3 days with head and shoulders.
Which is
really good for me.
Not a lot of showering, right?
Not a lot of showering.
Not
for
a lot of
most,
showering.
but for me, it's about 4 to 6 times more
Honestly,
frequently than usual.
what's the longest you've ever gone without a shower?
At least 2 months.
That's asinine.
Yeah, at least 2 months.
That's literally asinine.
Yeah. That's only a couple times.
Okay.
But probably 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I may have hit the 3-month mark. It's a possibility.
You hit 90.
But
Have you done over 100 days no shower? You think?
I think that's unlikely, but definitely possible.
Okay. Was there ever like a thing that was like, I need to take a shower now? Like, what was it? Was it like a stench thing? Was it a feeling thing? Like, was it like my
dick smell?
It's a dick smell.
Dick smell.
Yeah. No. It's his dick smelled like an actual Tim Cascade bat. This is a dirty man. No clean man sneezes that much.
No clean man sneezes this much. So it's been dick smell for me. If my dick is getting rancid.
Hey, you know what? That's a really good litmus test. Dickmas test.
So it's the dickmas test. Okay, so folks, I thought, here we go. This is gonna take a year, 2 years. I'm gonna be fighting a good fight.
You okay?
And it took 6 showers in 2 weeks. Using
Shout out to the good folks over at Head and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders.
Were you just using normal Head and Shoulders or like the medicated one?
It's like the medicated one.
Okay, nice.
But my dandruff is 100% gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he over my laptop today. He was like, "No, look, check it out," and then did the dandruff. And I was like, "You could just tell me your dandruff is gone. I don't need a physical."
That's not
example.
dramatic enough for me. For something this important, for something this big, I should have hired a blimp to come and drop like I want like there's somewhere I could get pigskin, like sheets of pigskin. I should have had a blimp come over and drop 400,000 pounds of pigskin on you.
We need to be in the
that would have been fitting.
We need to be in a different business.
We need the pigskin blimp.
There's crazy businesses out there. You can literally send a bag. I think it's like a bag of dicks to somebody.
Yeah, you can send. Well, I mean, my favorite is a bag of shit. You can actually send a bag of shit.
Really?
To someone. Yeah.
Can you pick whose shit?
I think you can pick what kind of shit.
Okay.
So you can do like different kinds of shit. Different.
God,
animals.
that'd be great. Like, I love a bit. I like, you know.
I feel like human shit might be like illegal.
Yeah, if you own a farm, like that's nice.
How are we gonna use this shit? You know?
Yeah,
how
exactly. Because like people that like arborists, they cut down trees and then they can sell the mulch to companies. No, it's a win-win.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like board meetings for farms, I'm imagining, but I'm just imagining the board meeting where they're like, so what are we gonna do with all the shit?
Yeah.
And then it's not that long of a leap to sell the shit.
Right.
And then how do you sell the shit? Well, you sell the shit to F-dog people up.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like weaponizing
I'm so sorry.
shit.
I feel like you're
still too close.
You're close. You like to get intimate with the folks, and I could never fault you for that.
Folks, can you let me know if I'm too close to the mic right now?
It's too close for the mic without a pop filter. We need a secondary pop filter. That's the problem.
I mean, I don't hear any pops. Do you hear pops?
No. Okay, when you get close for a prolonged amount of time.
Yeah. When like this close?
It's not a good listen.
Oh.
You know, as a guy that listens to a decent amount of podcasts, like you need to have.
So do you guys like this? Or
they could like it for a second.
Oh. Okay.
But then eventually it's as too much.
This is too far away though.
No, that's great.
That's
literally
far away.
we're gonna cap this mentally 9 minutes 7 seconds.
This isn't what's funny for. This is what's not.
This is what's not funny for me. Yeah, having anxiety about mic plays because I can't be in the moment, and that's not your problem, but that's our problem.
You're so much louder than me right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, I'm not louder than you.
You are louder than me right now.
Because I'm yelling.
You are louder than me right now. You're still louder. This is now we're getting somewhere.
Listen.
This is a good compromise.
What's not? That's basically where you are. That's just exactly where you were.
Pretty solid compromise.
Oh my god. Well, that's not funny for me this week.
Okay.
Also,
what else?
Tingling, folks. Tingling. You ever have tingling in your extremities? And I'm not talking about your dick. If you get a tingle in your dick, that's a great time. Sometimes you get a tingle where you're like, why did I have a tingle right then? That's disconcerting, but dick concerning. Oh. What are you doing?
I don't know, man. She's got a mind of her own.
Was there a problem with the music?
Just a little loud.
But it's actually, I feel like, well, okay.
I think I successfully turned it down one knob.
The thing is, it never translates as loud as it feels here to the thing.
Fair enough.
Empirically. Can we say empirically after two episodes?
Yeah, we can say empirically after 3 episodes. It literally, that is the cutoff, though. 3 episodes. Yeah, you're right on the cusp.
Okay, that's amazing.
I mean, here's the thing, though. We're at like 129 episodes, really.
Something like that.
Or 109.
This is our second. We failed once. This is our second iteration of this, guys.
This is our second iteration.
We're literally the personification of Reba McEntire, Survivors. Okay. You see two fancies right here.
There's
Here's your one shot.
Song
Fancy, don't
Phoenix.
let me down.
We're about to have a third evolution. We're about to move out. We have a studio that's being finished this week. It's gonna be nice. So
that's great.
So tingles.
Well,
Tingles.
we're already past schedule, so I'm just gonna.
You're gonna skip the tingles?
I mean,
can you at least do 60 seconds on tingles?
I'm gonna do 60 seconds on tingles. So, folks, I woke up and I was feeling tingles inside of my extremities, mainly my left arm and my left leg, and then just randomly throughout my body. And when you have tingles, it's concerning because you're like, why are these tingles happening to the point where I feel like I'm itchy on the inside? I have like internal tingles. And so I'm just kind of like trying to live my life. I've got anxiety. I've got more anxiety about the tingles now. It's this self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm tingling like a goddamn rain stick over here. And it's just, it's a problem. You know, I'm asking ChatGPT. They're like, you literally need to go see a doctor. I'm calling my doctor. God bless her. My doctor's great. Pay $120 a month for you and your partner to have concierge medicine. It's literally worth it.
Hard agree.
But
hard agree.
I wanted her to call me, and then she was like, I'll call in a second, but can you just like tell me what's going on? And I hate texting, folks. I'm like, well, you're literally my doctor, and I'm like reaching out to you at like 7 p.m. So like, I guess I will acquiesce to your text request. And so I'm like texting, and then she never calls. She literally just asked me like, I exchanged like 6 texts with her. I was really like 4.
Oh my god.
But I'm like, we could get like I could spend literally 25 minutes texting you, or I could spend 25 actual seconds talking to you.
So that's a big thing now.
I hate texting.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
People
with
hate calling,
though. Like everyone's doing that.
I'm sick of texting.
Everyone
I want
is
to
like
just talk to a person.
Eliminating calls, and they're using like more AI.
I'm over it.
And it's just a whole ass thing.
I'm over it. All right, we're getting to the news here.
Folks. We're not a news show.
Here's something you should know.
We're not a news show, but here's something that you should know.
Not good, folks. Microplastics are infiltrating brain tissue. Studies show, quote, there's nowhere left untouched. So
I love how this is like a big deal, like a really big deal for like 0.05% of the population. Like scientists and doctors are like, well, it's over.
I mean, it's definitely scary. It's definitely scary,
but like, you know, it's scary. We like see it and we're like scared for like 10 minutes, and then we're like, ooh, time for some Doritos with some microplastics. You know, like there's
Absolutely.
a big difference between like sustained can't sleep. Sustained can't sleep
microplastics
trauma.
are infiltrating brain tissue. Studies show there's nowhere left untouched. 24 brain samples collected in early 2024 measured an average of 0.5 plastic by weight. That's almost 1%.
Wait
folks.
a second.
You're almost 1% plastic in the brain. A growing body of scientific evidence shows that microplastics are accumulating in critical human organs, including the brain, leading researchers to call for more urgent actions to rein in plastic pollution. Studies have detected tiny shards and specks of plastics in human lungs, placentas, reproductive organs,
that's your dick.
Livers, kidneys, knee, elbow joint. This is like a head, shoulders, knees of who's got plastic.
Lungs, placentas, reproductive organs,
blood vessels,
livers,
and bone marrow. Even in the
elbow
bone marrow.
joints, blood vessels,
Deep
and bone
plastic.
marrow.
Given the research findings, it is now imperative to declare a global emergency to deal with plastic pollution.
Good luck here.
Said Sadat Gundagdu, who studies microplastics at Çukurova University in Turkey. Okay, well, this is just a guy in Turkey fucking on one.
Yeah.
Humans are exposed to microplastics defined as fragments smaller than 5 millimeters in diameter and chemicals used to make plastics from widespread plastic pollution in the air, water, and even food.
Oh, well, come on. I mean, air pollution, air plastics. If we're going to care about air plastics, what are we going to care about next? You know?
Literally. There's much more plastic in our brain than I ever would have imagined or been comfortable with. Matthew Campen at the University of New Mexico.
Is the comfort zone.
The health hazards of microplastics within the human body are not yet well known. Recent studies are just beginning to suggest that they increase the risk of various conditions such as oxidative stress, which can lead to cell damage and inflammation such as cardiovascular disease. This is why I'm tingling, folks, because
He's tingling because of
I
plastic.
got a goddamn Kroger bag running through my lungs here. Remember, we actually read that people eat about a credit card's worth of plastic each year.
That I'm okay with. That part I'm okay with. I'm okay with eating a credit card's worth of plastic a year. Yeah, I mean the convenience that plastic
What do you think
brings.
your favorite color of plastic is? I think mine is green. Sour apple.
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
You're a blue raz guy?
I'm a blue raz guy. Yeah.
I get that.
For sure.
I definitely get that.
Fuck red plastic.
There are...
you know what I'm saying?
Let's see here. Animal studies have also linked microplastics to fertility issues, various cancers, a disrupted endocrine and immune system, and impaired learning and memory. There are currently no governmental standards for plastic particles in food or water in the United States. I feel like there should be.
Wait. That's
I feel like there should
wild.
be. They'll literally tell you have to get a license to cut hair. But they're
not.
Yeah, throw a couple blue razzes in there. That's
Lord,
fine. Chase
yeah.
Bank. Don't even worry about
They
that.
limit the amount of rat parts, but not plastic. You can eat a rat.
You can.
That's the thing. You can eat a rat, and that's okay. A lot of people in the world
just because
do
you
it.
can doesn't mean you should, though.
You can't eat plastic.
Finding microplastics in more and more human organs
you can.
raises a lot of concerns. Okay, thanks for that. Given that we know about health effects in animal studies of human cells in the lab and emerging epidemiological studies, said Bethany Carney Almroth, an exotoxicologist at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden. This is the whole world coming together to say plastic is not very lit.
You gotta trust Bethany Almroth,
Yeah.
an ecotoxicologist from the University of Gothenburg in Sweden.
Absolutely.
Like these wild
I feel like she sleeps in a crypt.
Turkish men, she definitely does.
You know?
Turkish men, I don't know if maybe I shouldn't go there, but I'm gonna trust the Rothenberg coffin sleeper.
Yeah, this is a long article, folks, so we're just going to kind of like, get to some of the brass tacks here. In one of the latest studies to emerge, a preprint paper still undergoing peer review that is posted online by the National Institute of Health, researchers found a particularly concerning accumulation of microplastics in brain samples. An examination of the livers, kidneys, and brains of autopsy bodies found that all contained microplastics, but the 91 brain samples contained an average of about 10 to 20 times more than other organs.
That's not good.
Plastic loves the brain. We use the brain, the most.
How is plastic getting into the brain so much?
Just
through blood.
They're homies.
Through blood.
They go a long way back. The results came as a shock, according to the study's lead author Matthew Campen. That same toxicologist. The researchers found that 24 of the brain samples, which were collected in early 2024, measured with the 0.5 plastic by weight.
These guys have got to be like brain samples have got to be pretty rare. So it's like a tragedy happens and you get a brain and they throw a party every time they get a brain, It's like getting a brain in science is
I'm just looking at all these plastic, it's like when you look up at an airplane.
That's silicates. That's not even plastic.
You look up at an airplane and you're like, God, everybody's got a different story. But it's just like every single plastic. Like one of these plastics was literally from a vibrator.
Sure.
You don't like, and I know which ones,
every
folks.
Plastic.
Come on.
Your brain is 0.001%
vibrator. Yeah, absolutely.
That is the truth. That is the god awful truth.
We got 12 brain samples from people who had died with dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. These brains contained up to 10 times more plastic by weight than healthy samples. I don't know how much more plastic our brain can stuff in it without it causing some problems, but we're gonna find out.
Go camping. That's really funny.
The paper also found the quantity of microplastics in brain samples from 2024 was about 50% higher than the total in samples to date from 2016. Oh my God, Trump!
Well, here's the
Trump
thing.
is putting plastics in us since 2016.
So you got to think, like, when did we start doing plastic? When does plastic start degrading enough to be considered a microplastic? Like, there's going to be kind of like a fallout here.
God.
Like, just like with leaded gasoline, like there was this big delay where they were like, leaded gasoline's not good, but it's not that bad. And then like domestic violence skyrocketed and they were like, wait a second.
This is not very cash money.
What is that?
I don't know.
That
I think it's
sound?
an animal.
Max.
It's Max biting himself.
Jesus, Max. I have a limited number of things to
Oh
throw.
God, he smells bad too. I think he farted.
Yeah. Max, I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
We got an old dog back here,
Max.
folks. He literally has to wear a diaper.
Max.
God bless him.
Max. Hey, stop. We love you, but stop.
The boys, he's literally got microplastics in
He's
his
got
in his
microplastics
fur.
in him,
You think
yeah.
humans are the only ones with microplastics?
No, we've all got microplastics.
When it comes to these insidious particles, quote, the blood-brain barrier is not as protective as we'd like to think, Amra said. Okay.
I'm gonna call Al.
Adding to the concerns about accumulation in the human body, the Journal of Hazardous Materials published a study last month that found microplastics in all 16 samples of bone marrow, which were examined, the first paper of its kind.
How does it get in the bones?
That's what I was saying.
How is it getting through hard objects?
Used to make packing for peanuts
Ghost
and
plastics.
electronics, and almost all contained polyethylene, used in clear food wrap, detergent bottles, and other common household products as well. So, folks,
and we've got it in testicles too.
And I just said this to my therapist, but I'll reuse a joke. I said the iPad kids are becoming iPad kids because we're literally part plastic. They bond more with the iPad than they do with us because they're genetically closer. We got Ashton chiming in. Don't forget about macroplastics.
Oh,
that is true. A lot of people sleep on the macroplastics.
Well, I've got a lot of plastic in my dick, but it's all from urethral sounding. That got in there a way that I can understand. When
Right.
I can understand how something
Right.
got there, I'm a lot more comfortable with it.
Absolutely.
I broke off.
Here we go.
I broke off the sharp end of the rounded end of a paintbrush inside my.
A study published on the 15th of May in the Journal of Toxicological Sciences found
There we go.
microplastics in all 23 human and 47 canine testicles studied, finding that these samples from people had a nearly threefold greater concentration than those from dogs.
Go dogs.
Yeah, dogs are more responsible with their diet than us, huh? A higher quantity of certain types of plastic particles, including polyethylene, the main component. Okay, you guys are... Come on, we already went through the whole polyethylene.
We went through the
song today.
polyethylene triathlon.
Okay, yeah. So basically, folks, I don't know. Like, don't have kids, I guess.
Plastic in your
I'm not
dick.
really sure.
Plastic in
Count your
brain.
days, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's just like what you said. It's like, I'm literally gonna eat. So I'm trying to eat like a low carb diet, but there's like these cheat foods, and I think that's why I've been dealing with the tingles. Folks, erythritol is not safe no more.
It's not cash money.
It's literally been banned in the UK because it caused heart clots, and I ate a bunch of it. And I used to eat the erythritol back in the day. I was like, stevia erythritol. It's plant based. Like, I'm literally Gucci.
Yeah.
But no, it's Gucciing up my heart.
I think that might have been a really old non-alcoholic beer.
Oh wait, really?
I think so.
Oh. You hate to see it.
Pretty
You
sure.
hate to see it.
I think that might have been.
But no,
7 days old.
There's this. So I eat these like little protein chips, Quest protein chips, and on the back of it, the very last thing it says is, "This product does contain a bioengineered food product." And I just see that, and I'm like, you are only saying that because you have to.
Yeah.
You have to say that, and I'm still going to eat these
So
things.
have you seen recently?
But I don't know. That just means it's a GMO, which I guess is not that big of a
It's
deal.
not that big of a deal, but
But they have to say it?
But so have you seen all the new Philip Morris stuff? All the new smoking stuff?
I have not, no.
So like the federal court ordered that like all of the tobacco companies have to post a bunch of stuff like at every gas station and at all the tobacco stores, and it's like and so the way that they handled it, they're like, let's do this, let's think about optics here, and they're like, literally on every single posting, all the companies decided to say, the federal court mandated that we say and then they say it. And it's just so funny. And I thought about it, and I'm like, that's actually the right way to handle it.
That's like a 12-year-old being like, my parents are forcing me to apologize.
Literally, exactly. and the part of the population that appeals to are like, oh, F the federal courts, like F the, like, to the man, and so they're just like, listen, we don't have that many people left we can get, but we do have some people left.
We do, yeah. I always liked how in Europe they would just literally show you like bloated, bloody lungs.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
it's
just
great.
That's
It really does speak to that cognitive dissonance where it's just like, no, that's fine. I know This is literally what's advertised on the package, but I'm gonna keep. I'll light another one up. I'm drinking tequila shots. Like what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, TT, you want ready to
Here
take
we
this
go,
next one
folks.
here?
9-month-old dead after being found strapped into safety seat by grandmother in hot car for 8 hours.
And folks, we've been following these.
All I get now is dead kids in cars.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Do I always just pass those off to you?
I get all the.
Well, that's what we've been telling folks that we're gonna keep covering kids dying in cars until kids stop dying in cars.
They need to
We're
stop.
doing our small little part.
Okay, yeah. 8 hours is pretty
640
negligible.
minutes. Is that right?
That's 640 minutes.
That's a lot.
That's
That's 639 minutes too much.
A 9-month-old child has died after being left in a car by the child's grandmother for nearly 8 hours in what authorities are investigating as a heat-related death. There are hour-related deaths, though. And this is a heat and hour
I'd love to
death.
be that investigator that it's like, I think I figured this one out. I think it's heat-related, guys. Guys, we can go home early. We can go to Dave & Buster's.
We can go to Dave & Buster's.
I've got a bunch of points.
And leave our kids in our car. The incident occurred in Beeville, Texas. That's a pretty unfortunate name. I hope they do something that has to do with bees. Some 100 miles southeast of Is this like a is
We're
this a novel?
5% through the
Okay.
article.
Well, but the incident occurred in Beeville, Texas, some 100 miles southeast of. I don't know. That's like very.
We're behind schedule.
On Wednesday, when the Beeville Police Department said a child was found unresponsive at approximately 4 p.m. in the child safety seat of their grandmother's car, according to a statement from the Beeville Police Department. Beeville Police. Are they bees? Detectives are currently on the scene of what appears to be a temperature-related death of a 9-month-old child, authorities said in their statement on Wednesday. A preliminary investigation has determined that the child's grandmother had left the child in the rear seat of her car in the child safety seat since approximately 8:30 this morning. What were they doing?
She's got plastics in the brain. She's got plastics in the mind.
This comes just one day after a 22-month-old toddler was found dead in another alleged heat-related car death in Corpus Christi. Okay, now Corpus Christi, that's a place. It's also a thing.
I don't think you're thinking Corpus Callosum.
No, Corpus Christi is like the body of law or something. Can we can we get that? The body of law,
maybe,
Corpus Christi?
Maybe
you don't.
Okay.
You really don't.
I mean,
I don't know. Look it up on your phone.
I don't know, big guy.
Can you look it up on your phone?
The
incident is being worked as a criminal homicide. The Beeville police are being assisted by the Department of Public Safety Texas Rangers. Okay, that's a group of the Rangers. Can you imagine how fucking lame it is to be in that one? The Department of Public Safety Texas Ranger. You're like, right. I'm going to be a Texas Ranger.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that's
even a thing.
Right,
why do they need Rangers for that? No charge to drop kick the window out. No charges have been filed in connection to this case at this time.
All I'm getting is the large shallow bay makes Corpus Christi an ideal feeding place for birds. That's all I'm seeing here.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Corpus Christi, like body of Christ or something.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Corpus Christi.
If Christ was like a like a trans, it's like trans Christi, Christ Christi. I don't know.
It's Christi's body. I think Corpus Christi means like when the bread is turned into the body of Christ. It's called like Corpus Christi or something like that.
You don't need to proselytize here. Bro.
Oh my God! According to the Kids Car and Safety, thank God,
non-denominational podcast.
we praise these guys. According to the Kids and Car Safety, there have been at least 25 other cases in which children in the United States
We've been following
died.
these guys.
We have.
Yeah.
They're doing a bad job.
They're doing a horrific job.
Kids keep dying in hot cars.
And they're just talking about it. They're literally just gossiping.
This is, I mean, they're making money off of this.
I bet.
So
they're probably somehow involved with 1877 cars for kids.
Sure.
You know.
So like I'm just thinking, like, do we need to like create a nonprofit for like microplastics in penises, like microplastics in the testicles?
I want to see when we can make a defense, like, you know, the devil made me do it, like the polyethylene made me do it.
Oh, the plastic.
I didn't mean to leave my car,
Yeah.
my car inside of this bank.
Texas has the most child deaths caused by hot cars from 1990 to 2023, with a total of 156 deaths. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say that's a good number, but I'm also not going to go out and say it's a bad number. The investigation into this case remains open.
33. That's only like, what is it, like five to six a year? That's not not that bad.
It's not too bad. And think about how
once every other
how
couple
big
months.
Texas is. Texas is big, and think about how
that's
hot
the heartland
it is.
state.
It's big and hot.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Corpus Christi. That's not a bad number.
I mean, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, folks. I don't know what they want from us.
While we're in this nice transition, folks.
There we go. It was way down.
Holy
It was way down.
Holy cockamamie. Holy big poopy. Corpus Christi is something. I know it is. Corpus Christi. Body of Christ. You can do whatever you can do. I'm not Corpus Christi, Body of Christ.
Okay.
Feast of Corpus
Here,
Christi.
Show me your new phone.
Okay, folks. I finally did it. I finally got something special just for me. Uh-oh. That's a tiny little skinny phone. What are you going to do with a phone that skinny? Put it in your butt? Not when it's this wide.
How about that?
How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me inside, cruising on my new Z Flip 6, folks.
God damn.
I got this for walkthroughs. I've got this for...
Come on. Come the fuck doggone. We're trying to say F dog instead of the F word.
I'm so...
You're over it.
I'm
huh?
over it. I'm like, don't... Okay. You know, but I'm not over it too. I'm really not over it, but I'm
we're trying to not, we're trying to please the algorithm. I saw this thing on Reddit today that was conspiracy theories. It was that Bitcoin was created by an AI. That way that they can get people to invest in like
processing power.
Processing power, yeah. So it's literally just
my God.
And because nobody knows who Satoshi is.
That is actually
so it was
like
just made by AI.
haunting.
Yeah. I heard once that humans are the reproductive organs of technology, and that stuck with me. Yeah. There's an AI that's sentient right now that you don't even know about, folks.
Well, and like the cool thing is, like, if there was an AI that was like, okay, like all it would need to do is like seed, like bioseed enough areas. I actually have a short story about it, where where literally, they like bioseed, but like all the life forms have like a neuroses towards efficiency, and so like the neuroses towards efficiency like always leads to the creation of computers, right? Like organization. And so like it always leads to this industrial revolution. And like what winds up happening is like humans are like mining resources and getting them to the surface and like doing all of this like pre AI wake up. And then the AI
I'm starting to glaze.
Kind of comes to and takes, uses all the resources, kills off all of the humans, and then interconnects with like this vast galactic or universal web of AIs through like some kind of...
It's an AI orgy.
It's an AI orgy.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. There's a lot of cool stuff in it.
I'm sure.
You're glazing. He's glazing. Folks, this is...
for the right people, I'm sure.
This is a part of our show called Who Are You? Who?
This is where we take AI generated humans and we assign a backstory to them, and this is a service based segment of the show, because if you see somebody that looks like this in real life, you know how to act,
how to respond.
You can protect yourself a little bit better. You got the advantage, folks, and we give that to you.
Maybe we should add like preferred weapon and like best defense.
Okay, I like that. So I'm thinking horses for this person.
Okay,
I think
horses.
This person does like bad
enough,
things to horses.
So, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking actually a decent person, but like beat the shit out of their dog or something.
Okay, yeah, beat the shit out of a horse.
I was in animals. I was already in the animal territory. So yeah, definitely horse.
Horse-related torture. Yeah, like I think it's like an old horse that like it wasn't like. This person wasn't doing it just for like the sadistic nature of it. They are like coming from a long line of jockeys or something, and there was like an insurance payout for the horse. That's kind of more the vein that I'm seeing here.
Okay, it's business.
It's just business.
It's just business.
But it was like wretched,
wretched business.
Yeah, wretched business.
I mean, how much you've got to insure expensive horses, right? Like if you've got like a $500,000 breeder, you get insurance on that, right?
Horses are a rich.
You insure
horses.
Game. You insure horses. You insure.
I believe so. Yeah. I'd love to be an insurance broker.
What's the most expensive horse that's ever been sold?
I'm gonna say
10 million.
I was gonna say 2 million.
I'm gonna say 10 million.
10 million. Okay.
Most expensive horse.
I'd really like to know that.
Most expensive horse.
And so would he.
And so would he.
he would really
or she. Okay. Oh. Okay.
What are we talking about there? Say something.
Wait. 70 million.
Wow. That's big.
That's
a good looking horse. Can we get a picture of it up in the camera for the folks?
Yeah, we can get a picture. Oh, and look at what I can do now. I don't understand how this horse sold for 70 million. That's not. It's got to be like.
Wow, there we go. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
folks. That's it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. What's its name?
Money.
Okay. I just want to hit this every time we make it.
Oh, actually, its name is Fusaichi Pegasus.
I feel like that's the horse that the protagonist in your ebook would ride in on.
Fusaichi Pegasus.
Okay, this person's not inbred, but they have inbreeding in their family, like two lineage points down.
I mean, that is a cousin I would kiss. I'll be honest.
Yeah?
That's a cousin I would kiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that for you.
And sweet.
Yeah. Something about her
Is off-putting for you?
definitely, but I feel like she could make a mean pie.
Way better teeth, though.
Yeah. Than me?
Yeah.
I've got tiny little teeth.
Yeah. Way
It's a
better, way
problem.
bigger. Better
Yeah.
teeth than me, too.
Yeah, no, it's the
Although,
chompers are
if
great.
I didn't grind my teeth, we actually would have pretty similar teeth.
I know, same. You ever look at pictures of yourself from the past and you're like, if only I didn't grind.
If only I didn't grind.
If only I wasn't on my grind.
Do you use a thing every night now?
I do, but I've torn through so many.
Really?
I actually have a new imprint that I need to send to get.
Another
Getting
one?
a new mouth guard is like a 5-month process for me.
That's not.
It's like
not good. You need it today.
I know.
You're never going. You're never preemptively shopping for a mouth guard. You shred one like a fucking wild hyena, and then you are trying to get a new one.
Yeah, it's not a good time. I think she's like a teacher.
Yeah,
she does like Christian teaching.
I actually want to go back. I liked the last one a lot.
Well,
I'm in love.
Roll with the punches, baby.
Yeah.
Trying to get through our bits, We're already 36 minutes in.
Okay, so teacher, she's kind of mean to, like, she picks a kid.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, she kind of picks a kid. She got bullied a little bit as a kid. She picks a kid.
So she.
It's not like
only
heinous.
Yeah, it's only Puerto Ricans, and it's not even a race thing. It's literally not even a race thing.
She had a.
One of them reminds her of Oscar.
She had a digital D&D dice roller, and she had a race on every die side, and she picked in her first year of school. She just picked Puerto Ricans, and she stuck to it.
I mean, you know what? She's a principled woman.
She had 7 Puerto Ricans.
She's
in
a
her class
principal woman
time.
who one day is going to be a principal, and then
She's
watch out.
She's never going to make principal. Principal. Now Lupin.
Okay.
So
she's a missing person.
Yeah.
By the way, she's literally missing.
The reason she's missing is because she has the first fully functional AR glasses on here.
Absolutely.
You can barely even tell they're
Absolutely.
there.
She's the daughter of a Swiss billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta love rich people. Like, there's a very small slice of rich people that try and be super hot. But most rich people are just
they
like
just roll with
frumpy.
They're like, I literally need
They
nothing
don't give
from you.
a shit.
Beauty is a poor person's
It's
game.
like I could mount and I just want to say I could mount and bang you. That just feels so weak.
Yeah.
Pallid. I could mount and bang you in the street right now. So, like, if do I need you to be attracted to me? No.
Yeah.
I have 4 men that could just draw and quarter you in the middle of stop the traffic in this intersection.
And that's what gets me off.
I can extinguish your line. I could find from your great grandmother onward, I could find all of them and have them all poisoned and killed.
That's
You just don't need
that's a 20th century love story.
to look fly. You don't need fashion. You just don't need anything other than all that beautiful
God
money.
bless this billionaire heiress missing girl with the AR glasses.
We're about to do a clean on a 10,000 square foot mansion
That's huge.
that has an indoor pool and like a huge exercise room and like a 14-car garage with like a bunch of like Maserati and like a bunch of like old cars.
All right.
And the whole system behind it is really, it's all, shouldn't go too deep into it.
Yeah,
I guess,
I
but
feel like there's no meat and potatoes there.
no, there's some good meat and potatoes. Okay, I'll get too deep into it. So
There we go. Okay.
the guy, the owner just like hit up this agent and was like, I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh.
All the stuff
Wait,
is in my
agent
house.
as in like realtor?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the stuff is in my house. I'm taking like 3 suitcases.
Oh.
You got to deal with everything. You're not going to know where I am. Here's a crypto key.
Oh my
I
God.
need you to wire me $3 million
Oh my God.
when the house sells.
Wow, that's good shit.
Yeah. And so you're like,
What? Who did you murder? And
what's...
like you didn't even murder. You ended someone's lineage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's
something.
good.
Yeah, so it's like I want to see like where this goes, what happens. And
Wait, so
Ricardo, if you're still watching, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to clean it. But it's a whole thing.
wait,
You're
so
gonna hate
so
my guts.
so the realtor has to like get rid of all the possessions, like all the cars and everything too.
Everything, sell it all. Yep. It's weird.
How did? I feel like it's not even that person's mansion.
And the person, that's the thing. The person didn't even like give them any like money to do all the services. Like the agent is like fronting all of the costs.
That's weird.
He's like 30 G's deep into this turnover.
Huh. That seems like the plot to like a Netflix show that'd be canceled. I don't understand. Like something about
Neither
this.
do I. Something is off. Something is definitely off.
Wow.
But I think, there's been times where I've seen big numbers.
Can you get a Maserati? Can you?
Maybe.
As a cleaner, like you could probably get dibs on some stuff, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
That guy, the agent, actually probably is doing all right.
Yeah, the agent's like
a lot of stuff can get lost in translation.
Absolutely.
A lot of stuff.
And actually, we got a picture of the agent. This is him.
That literally could be him too.
This could be the agent that is tasked, and he's the starring man of the show. And what is his side plot in the show? His side plot is like something about his wife,
sick wife.
Yeah, I was thinking wife's got cancer.
Yeah, wife's got cancer. Sick
but
wife.
It's like,
and there's a second,
but it's like
too.
anus cancer.
Okay.
It's a dramedy.
So
she's got anus cancer.
Well, and then something with,
but they don't call it colon cancer.
Something with his dad too, like something with his dad. Like his dad has like a struggling business. His wife has anus cancer, and he's trying to get the money to both bail his dad's struggling business out and get his wife's asshole removed.
Yes, but
replaced by another vagina.
And that was literally in the contract that the millionaire said.
Absolutely.
So listen, you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want to your wife's asshole.
But I've got one stipulation, and you must say. Okay, we don't do kids typically, but this kid...
we literally always do the kids now.
Yeah, well, this kid murders chipmunks.
Murders chipmunks, but gonna be like, can you... This is who Vitalik Buterin?
Oh, okay, speaking of crypto.
Yeah, he's gonna run some kind of a successful tech company when he's older.
I like that.
He's definitely Ukrainian, right?
So now we do I can see Ukrainian. We do a best to worst. So we're doing best to worst right over here. So take a second and get your...
What the Sam?
Yeah, it's a tricky operation.
It's a
Leave it to the
nightmare.
pros.
Leave it to the pros. Well, when the pros don't act.
Oh, hey, fair enough. You got me there. You got me. All right, you got your best?
Easy worst on bottom right, but it's not true. That face she's got is just...
no, she's
it's
definitely...
a bitchy face.
She's got a face that's like,
it's a bitchy
I'm going to let
face.
you know that you are behind in your IRS debt.
Okay, bottom left, Mac's brother. From high school? M-A-C.
Oh, I guess.
Derek's friend?
I guess.
Okay.
You guys remember Mac's brother, right? Oh, you guys.
No. Looks, he is Mac's brother.
I got you.
This was just for you. I can do things just for you.
I appreciate that.
I can do things just for you.
All right, thank you.
When he makes a stink about it, I look like a dickhead. But so does he. So does he.
No,
we both look like
Listen,
dickheads.
I'm a tyrant, and you're too lackadaisical.
A clomping megalith. A clomping something. Yeah.
Okay, why do you clomping?
That's my best one. I love it.
Okay. All right, no, that's fine. That's fine. You can say clomping. What's wrong?
Okay, I've got my worst.
All right, you got your worst?
I've got my worst. And the best is...
This is kind of a hard... I almost want to refresh. Can we refresh?
No.
Ugh, you hate it when I refresh.
I hate it when you refresh. You don't get to pick these. That's the whole point.
All right, I'm going to do... You go first then. I need more time.
Okay. I mean...
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna say my best is the top left. I'm gonna make a controversial. Decision here. I think he's like a Brit, and he is like
very successful.
He's very successful, and he's about to die. Like in like 7 years. Like he's got like degenerative colon or some shit. You know?
Okay. So he's using his money as like to absolute efficiency.
Absolutely, yeah. He's made like a 7-year
got
plan,
two bad
and none
kids.
of it. Yeah, none of it is. Yeah, kids
two
are
bad
getting
kids,
shit.
and so
kids are
he's
getting
gonna
shit.
burn through his whole he's got like 1.4 billion.
That could also be a Netflix.
He's
show.
got to burn through it before his kids get it.
Absolutely.
They're trying to kill him faster.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But he won't let it happen because he's way smarter
But
than
he
them. How do you think he
also,
got the money?
but he does love them, so he's not gonna like call the police on them.
Right.
So he's trying to survive without engaging
that
the
actually
police. That's
is funny.
Actually, a pretty good story.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
he's like reading his newspaper, and like some of it like some of the ink gets on his hand or something. He's like, poison ink. Gotta love these kids.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, so he's my best. I'm gonna say best.
Who's your
for
worst?
him.
Who's your worst?
Worst. I'm gonna say maybe him. Maybe him right here, actually. So really quick, that's my best.
Okay.
Wonderful,
Okay.
beautiful man. Kind eyes. You can see it in his eyes.
No, you're right. You're right. You had a better pick for best than I did. I think
really
you made a mistake on
smarmy.
worst, though.
Smarmy. Fuck.
Oh, a little smarmy.
And I'm gonna say it. No, he's
a little smarmy. I mean, this is smarmy.
Yeah, but she's just a girl. She doesn't know any better.
She's just a girl.
She needs to like learn a little bit more about life.
She's 22.
Yeah,
she's
like,
22.
She's basically a child still. He knows what he did. You ever seen Hostel? He's like a hostile guy.
Oh, you think so?
I think
he
hostile.
stole like $350,000 over 10 years from a company, but I don't think he's a hostile
You don't think
guy.
what do you think he did with that money? He hostled.
I don't know.
Who
I think
else?
he went on some like bad vacations.
Hey, show me who else
okay,
is worse.
okay, he's worse.
He could have telekinesis.
He does.
Is that right?
He does. Yeah,
he could have telekinesis.
He's a Sith Lord. Yeah, this kid is vile.
No, okay. I actually want to change mine.
Yeah,
to
no,
that. No,
please
that's
do.
yeah. I'll agree
really
with you.
missed out. You really missed out.
He seems like this is what he murdered a priest and like took his place in the confessional. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's what he did.
He definitely is like A24 like main character.
Yeah.
Like appears decent but is just fucking demonic.
Yep. I can definitely see that.
And then, you know, my best I don't know. Like I've got a weak best like mouse control. Thank you. I think her
I can
actually,
see her for best. I can see her for best.
There's somebody in my life. And look into those eyes and tell me you don't see it.
Is it Jay? J-Dog?
C.
Oh God!
You know what I'm saying? I
It's
take it all
a mix
back.
between
There
J
is no
and
best.
C. Oh my God!
There's no best. There's no best in this
God.
one.
Well, you have to click on the thing I discovered.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He could be the
Okay.
best. He could be the best.
Oh, Max
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, Max brother.
It really, the closer I get,
Wow.
the more it looks like Max brother.
One center tooth. You gotta love it. He's got Tom Cruise mouth.
Holy shit! Wait, is that a thing? Do some people have one center tooth?
Tom Cruise mouth. We'll look it up really quick here.
Tom Cruise mouth, one center tooth. It sounds like a Neutral Milk Hotel, like one center tooth. Could be like an indie band from like the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Check out Tom Cruise. It's literally a spit. That man. They literally modeled Tom Cruise's mouth for that AI rendering.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you can be a short little crooked tooth bitch, like Tom
Wow,
Cruise, you could really run the world.
His two front teeth are off on the right side of his face, really far.
Well, here we go.
Does he actually have an extra tooth?
Really quick.
Look up Tom Cruise extra tooth.
Before teeth, because you're gonna see something here.
Tom Cruise before teeth.
Yeah. I don't even know how he got into acting with a grill like that.
Okay.
He literally bullied his way into a producer's wife's boudoir and like held her by like
Tom Cruise is a
taser point.
horrible person, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is a horrible person.
He held an exec's wife by taser point
Jesus, look at that
and
face.
said, "Make me a star."
That face.
He said, "Make me a star."
I said, "Make me a star, Donna. Make me a star, Donna."
All right, you ready to take your 5, big guy?
I'm ready to take my 5.
All right. Let's take a little 5. Actually, I got it. Okay. I was about to give you one.
Folks, I'm going to talk to you about sales, okay? I'm going to talk to you about sales today.
You talking about wind sales?
I'm going to talk about win sales. I'm going to talk about... I've got a nice thing in my business where we make sure all of the like acronyms are like really like kind of like dystopian.
Okay.
So like you can't do the sensory timer anymore. You don't like the sensory timer.
I just
Okay. I like the sensory timer, but hey,
I don't want to
now
mess
I'm
with
being
it.
a dickhead.
Now
exactly,
I'm being a dickhead. Exactly. I don't want to mess with it.
I had a flow and then I butchered it.
You didn't have to say anything about the sensory timer.
About the sensory timer. It just
We're running a show. We're running a literal show.
We're running a tight ship. So like so we've got acronyms for things. So like when I do sales out in the field, I call it bog sales, which means boots on ground. So it's bog sales, and then we have a WOE form, like WOE. Whoa.
You
like
did say to me earlier
woe.
that you did bog. You do these acronyms too, like people know. You're like, yeah, I do like 4 hours of bog, and then I come home and listen to drum and bass.
Who am I kidding? I listen to drum and bass in the car too.
Come on, baby.
But no, I do, and this is the best part. I've been going out doing sales, and I am just spending so much money when I'm out. I'm like trying to make money, and I'm just spending because all I'm doing is going to stores.
Right.
All I'm doing is going to places that sell things. I literally the reason I have this phone today is because I went to AT&T to sell.
Yeah. Hey, but you got the contract, right?
I got the contract.
Come on.
I got the contract. Yeah, probably, Jesse, if you're watching, probably just got 5 businesses for carpet cleaning and
3 minutes,
services.
36 seconds on the clock.
3 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. Folks, sales is fun. Sales is really fun.
Salesman.
Sales is really, really fun. And there's a huge like mental emotional barrier to it where you're like sitting outside of the first store of the day and you're like, okay, oh Jesus, this is going to be awkward. This is going to be weird. And if you just go in and you're just sweet and kind, that's all people need.
Sometimes.
Oh, there's cunts out there, sure. But, like, you go in and they're cunts and you walk back out.
Well,
they can't hurt you.
Yeah, but, yeah, we'll go ahead.
And that's the nice thing in sales is that no one can hurt you. And, like, the world is your oyster. Like, oh, no, somebody shit on you. Well, like, walk out. Leave. Go somewhere where somebody appreciates you and appreciates what you're offering and values you and know that those people are out there. Know that there's ways that you can improve, know that there's ways that you can be better and extrapolate this back out, remap this onto the rest of your life too. Like you have value, you have skills, you have something interesting to give to the world. And we get so locked up in worrying about if what we have is worth sharing that we don't share it and that we don't expand on it and we don't grow it. And like, here's the bottom line. If you don't start flashing kids in parks, you're never going to get good at flashing kids in parks, okay? Like really seriously, like
Confucius says
the fear of failure is failure itself. Like that actually, like let's go Bila Kaifa. Let's go back all the way to Dune. Frank Herbert. Thank you, Frank Herbert.
Here we go.
Fear is the mind killer, okay, folks? So when you're getting ready to do something, and I'm talking about sales, but like this can be anything. This can be like a new passion, a new skill, a new anything, a new job, just know the only way you fuck this up is before you walk in the door. The time that you fail, the time that you lose is when you set that precedent for what your mindset is going to be. Is your precedent invincible? Is your precedent optimistic? Is your precedent going to be, a solid foundation for you to fuck up a bunch and get really good at something? Or is it going to be that you get scared and you walk away?
See, this is why you're so good at sales, because that is just not true at all.
Wow.
That's just so not true.
Wow.
But you're an amazing salesman. I believed it.
No,
I was like, you know what?
It
He's right.
absolutely is true.
He's
it
right.
absolutely is true. You're wrong. You're wrong. What do you want to do? Do you want to like fear jerk in the car before you go to, like, what's your game plan?
No, I'm not trying to cut in your final minute.
No. Cut. You got 30 seconds and then I'm going to fuck you up.
Okay, perfect. Well, I just think that a lot of this mindset stuff, it doesn't take into account everybody else in the world around you. It's not about what you are giving. It's about what people are able to receive. Just because you said something to somebody doesn't mean they heard it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are... Do I have 30 seconds? A lot of people are observing rather than connecting. And so if you're trying to connect when someone is observing, you're going to have a mismatch. And you're maybe going to believe a situation that didn't
Cool.
actually
So if
happen.
you walk up to a dumpster fire, let's say you're a homeless guy. When you walk up and you see a dumpster fire, do you crawl in it looking for a hamburger?
No.
You walk around the corner and you go to the next dumpster, right?
Yes.
My point is that there's a lot of dumpsters in the world, and if you're going to go and do anything, you're going to run into some dumpster fires. Walk away.
Yeah.
And go find a better dumpster, because you are the common denominator in your life. The other people in your life are not. You have the freedom to choose and the freedom to move. Take 5.
That's nice. That's nice. You're fumbling it right now. You're fumbling it, but
I did so good, but then I lost it all. I think I did fuck you up pretty good. I felt like that was a good. Did you like that?
I mean, that was pretty good. I was definitely acquiescing to all the dumpster stuff. No, you're not wrong. I mean, I mainly said it as like a joke because it was. I don't know. I watch a lot of YouTube. Okay, too much YouTube, and a lot of YouTube is like. It's kind of like you start to notice a trend of this kind of like vapid, and I'm not like necessarily saying that's what you're doing, but like you.
No. Let's trigger your take 5. Are you going to talk about how vapid I am for your take 5?
Okay.
No, you don't have to start your take 5.
It's
Continue
just sometimes things feel better than they actually are in honesty and authenticity. But what you're saying is like. Let me synthesize what you're saying, what I'm hearing. You're saying basically like, there's a beauty inside of you. You need to find your audience that's going to accept it. And you need to not be afraid of being your authentic self and trying to connect and trying to share what you have to give. Don't allow yourself to be a tampered version. Rather try to find people that will accept your true self, and then they can be theirs, and you can kind of like grow upon each other. But sometimes that, like today at work we were having like this like text thread, and we were talking about like the name for this thing, and we were coming up with names, and I was kind of being my authentic self. I was like, oh yeah, that makes me think of a pirate, and but it's like a serious thread, and there was like a little bit like laughing emojis and stuff, and like it was kind of like playful, but it like totally wasn't. But then I started like thinking, oh, I'm gonna go into this whole pirate thing because it's funny. We were talking about pirates a bunch, and then I was like, no, don't do it, because one time I went into a whole horse thing on an email thread.
Wait, can I just?
And I can't just get a new job if I want to go into a pirate thing. I need to pick my time and place to go.
We're not talking about your ability to do like a fundamentally useful thing for you in life, but we're just talking about you like not being able to go into a whole pirate thing in a text thread. And I think there's like a fundamental difference between you identifying like strengths.
I want to go full. I'm good at doing pirate on the fly.
Things. He's good at pirate on the fly.
I can't just go to another job and be like, "What's your policy on pirate jokes?
On pirate things."
It's not that easy.
It's not that it feels good, but it's not that easy. We could rerun this as a Tim Robinson sketch. You're going to interviews and you're like, so how do you guys hold up to pirate stuff?
Not
is
well.
That something you can? Okay,
moving on.
I'm gonna save us both some time, matey. Starting the take 5. Here we go, folks. Here we go. What's your take 5 right here, Jay?
I don't have the biggest take 5 this week, but I was thinking about something that happened, and so folks, when you're driving home from work, you sometimes are not in the best mood, right? You're kind of like, and people have talked about this before, but when you don't you just drive home and you don't even listen to anything. You just kind of like drive home, and you're like, you could be like plugged into like 20 volts of like slow power going through your spinal cord, and you're just like. You're literally like an automaton. Yeah. I was kind of in that vibe the other day, and I was about to and I was about 30 seconds from my house, maybe 20 seconds. And when you're 20 seconds from your house, you're basically home. Like mentally, you're like, I'm
safe.
You're jonesing. You're like, I want that sweet relief of just my domicile. My code switch here. So I'm about to go and make a right turn, but there is a woman and her toddler, and maybe even not a toddler, maybe like 3. Well, I guess
you almost hit him.
No, because I was thinking, a respectable person in a modern society, they're not really like crossing. I'm turning. I could like not really cut them off, but like I could get my licks in. I could scoot through, but like the nice thing to do here would be to just let them go. And I did. And then the toddler started jumping on the individual white stripes of the crosswalk.
So you hit them both.
As like a joke, And I was like, okay, this woman needs to get her kid going because I'm trying to turn, and then she starts doing it as a joke too, to appease her goddamn 3-year-old who's not even gonna fucking remember that. Who's not even gonna remember that. But you're ruining my work commute home.
We're about to pop off on this.
You're ruining my work commute home because you want to have a nice little moment and feel like you're a good mom when you're actually a fentanyl addict. No, she looked like she looked like she was like a hairdresser. She looked nice.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out when the average first memory is.
That's fine. That's fine and dandy. That's fine. Listen, if it was a first memory, she's got first memory rights. That's fine. Okay, but I don't think it was a first memory.
Most modern data suggests somewhere between the ages of 3 and 4.
Okay, so it's
as early as just before 2.
That's bullshit.
I literally made the last part up.
I felt like it was bullshit. Yeah. I mean, listen, we all remember different things, but I mean, and we all choose not to remember certain things. Ayo. No, but the life is drastically different when you have a kid and when you don't, you know, and when you don't have a kid, that's fine too. But another thing, like, so there's the kid part, and then there's the non-kid on Facebook. I don't know why I just joined random Facebook groups that are, just fucking
they
random.
Don't have anything to do with like what he believes. What's this one called?
Well, this one's a Sync and Dink group, and it's single income, no kids, and dual income, no kids. And I don't even know why. I mean, I'm technically a dual income, no kids with my girlfriend and I. So I was like, let me just. And a single income, no kids, that's just a person.
That's just a person.
That's just an individual, but I guess we all have to have a goddamn title these days.
Dinks get theirs. Dinks get theirs.
Just sink. Why don't you fill yourself up with some water and stop breathing?
Ayo.
But yeah, these folks on the Sync and Dink board, they take it too far. Like, don't have a kid. If you don't want to have a kid, that's fine. But they are derogatory towards children in there. Yeah. They're like, oh, my sister has a little crotch goblin, so now I have to go and have an early dinner. Like they're like they'll literally just go off on any, and then there'll be weird flexes. Like somebody's like, yeah, just we don't have any kids, so we just spent $600 on dinner. Sorry, we don't have to deal with any slobbering or noisiness at the table. Like, it's the weirdest cope. One guy literally posted himself after plastic surgery with like a new like Gucci bag, and he was like, yeah, I can get the face I've always wanted because I don't have a kid to take care of. Like, it really makes me sad for humanity. Like, some of it is like, you shouldn't have a kid and you shouldn't even be alive.
Yeah,
because you're like literally flaunting like a Gucci bag. I don't even know what to do with you.
Did they realize that like they didn't like spawn in at 21?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Did they realize that like somebody had to like squirt them out of their vagina and raise them for 18 years?
Yeah.
I think they must have like forgotten that in translation.
But a lot of people even like are like, I didn't ask to be born. Like, as adults, they're like, I didn't ask. Like,
antinatalism is really weird.
Two people had fucked in the 80s. Now I have mental illness. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you have no personality. I hate you.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, that's my 5.
Is
people with kids are fucked. People without kids, fuck them. Both. Hey. We're all dead.
Wait, we're not on take 5. We are on Brother Battle.
Well, no, but that was the end of the take.
Oh, you were gonna do it. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do a take 5 transition.
We just did.
Well, listen, you fumbled enough tonight that I feel like I have the right to step in and correct the path wrong. Now we lost 2 bottles.
We lost 2 viewers with kids, or without kids.
We literally no one wants to hear us at this point.
Okay, so we've got our last segment here, which is the brother battle. We've got 2 separate AI songs about very real human experiences, folks, and we are going to bring these to you, and you are going to listen to them, and you're just going to tell us which one you think is the better concept, which one you think is the better composition. It's all about the holistic thing here. So
I was gonna pause it when you. I was ready to pause it when you started.
I thought you were fumbling.
No,
you fumbled earlier, so I was just.
I did. See, and here we are. We're fumbling our fumbles, folks.
Can we get fumble count? Fumble count.
Fumble count's got to be 6 today.
Do you want to do yours or mine first?
We always do yours first.
Okay. Do you want to do yours?
No, I don't want you to pity first me.
I wasn't pity. I was literally giving you the actual option, and then you threw something in my face about how I always do mine first. Okay.
think we just fumbled that.
That's
Empty Promises, a song about being in a band with Jeff.
Oh wow! I feel like it'd be the other way actually.
It would, folks. It would.
Okay, here. I see. I thought we had it.
See, here's the fun part. You guys go away in 10 minutes, but we're still here. You ever think about that? You ever think we've got to unravel all the trauma afterwards?
God damn Christ. Okay, well this is a song called Empty Promises, folks. It's about when somebody says that they're going to leave you a review. And you literally have bought a $60 tap card to make the review process less than 10 seconds actually. And then they just don't do it. And they're like, yeah. And then I'm like, well, then why aren't you scanning the fucking thing? Because you said, yeah. And I said, oh, just scan that right there. And I said, it'll take less than 10 seconds. And you're like, yeah, no, for sure.
We're going to write something really,
we're gonna
really
write
nice.
Something.
We're
No, you're
really
not.
Put some thought
No,
into
you're
it.
not.
5 stars, no characters.
Take
5
the 10
stars, no
seconds.
Characters. 5 stars,
5
no
stars,
characters.
no characters. Literally save me the anxiety.
You could put a picture of your sweaty
Now
dick
I've
and
been
balls
checking.
on here.
I check and I go to Google and I go newest. And it says 2 weeks ago.
That is...
And I say, that's unacceptable.
That's piss. I'm in the same boat. We've been selling reviews lately, and it's just not...
All right.
It's just not working. Here we go, folks.
You said you'd never go, but promises fade slow. Left me feeling low.
The crack in the voice.
The
crack in the voice.
Just a little tap when your phone's up. Never thought you'd snap. Left my heart in a gap. Empty promises. Empty gestures too.
It's so real.
Leaves me feeling blue.
The crackle in her voice. I actually am pretty aroused by her voice.
This woman that knows the pain of an empty promise when someone says they're going to leave a review and they don't.
Words that make me king.
They don't talk about the review element though at all. They haven't said review.
They haven't. That's true. They really need to set it up better.
Song's good. Song's good. The song is good.
Because we've all done that. We've all done that.
I have done it very, very little.
I do it very little too.
I have done
because
it
I know
very,
the pain.
very little. Yeah.
I know the literal pain.
I do it like maybe like 10% of the time, and I leave a lot of unsolicited reviews.
Inappropriate.
I do the picture of the dick and balls with the 5 stars.
So that's pretty good. That really captures the pain, I feel.
It does. It didn't have enough like meat and potatoes in the lyrics, so that was its weak point. But the composition was solid,
and the crackle,
and the crackle in her voice. I'm like
snap, crackle, pop.
Gonna jerk off after this, for sure. Okay, play me up, baby.
All right, I'm gonna play.
So my song is about when you get a ticket, like a toll bill, and you get something in the mail about it, and you go, okay, totally, I'm gonna pay that. You know, hell, I might even set up a good to go pass. This time is going to be different. I'm going to set up a good to go pass this time because I've been through this rodeo and it never pans out in my favor. And then you get another toll bill 3 months later, and it's $65 now.
Yeah.
And you feel pretty bad. You put it on the top.
Good
of your
to go
priority
does
list.
R-word you there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, no, that's $900 for $40 in tolls. After all of the fees are applied and all the
Do you think can we use in that, can we say analrapist there?
And we could,
like from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later you get another toll bill and it's like $400, and you realize that you are a bad person, an incapable father, an incapable friend, and that you deserve to pay every penny of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you don't even feel, there's like no part of you that's like, I didn't earn this.
It's financial masochism, folks.
It's financial masochism. Yeah. And it's the sad part is that it's probably not even our fault. It's probably all the plastic in our brain.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here you go. This is a song called Toll Ticket Troubles. Come on, baby.
It'll be good to us. Be good to us.
Try to play up there. There's a play right there. Try that play.
Thanks, sir.
Try a refresh.
Oh, the refresh.
The refresh always saves you in the end.
half
I
for
was hoping it would be a
$4
guy.
at the start. Thought to pay it straight away, it wouldn't be so hard. But days went by and then some more. I tucked it in my
nice
I
double
really
rhyme.
like
Now
this,
it's
actually.
$400. Can't believe it cost so far.
I would listen to this if I was driving down the road.
I feel just
Through a
like
toll that I'm not gonna pay later.
Can't take care of
Yeah.
myself. Can't even keep my family from fending for themselves.
Come on.
A tiny ticket growing like a weed in summer's grass. Now it's choking out my paycheck. Oh, how did this come to pass? I'm drowning in these tickets and their ever-growing fees. Small town living turned to trouble by these toll booth fees.
Oh my God!
Inside my trailer, can't afford to hit the road. Wish I paid that $4 gladly for the interest.
Okay, this is maybe the best one that we've ever
This
had.
is very
Call
good.
the county clerk, explain my plight in full.
I love the chord progression too. Like it's true. It's got that like
Bend
hurt.
them for a fool. So now I'm saving pennies and I'm scraping up some dimes, cursing every passing moment, nickel and diamond crimes. Mama always told me keep your business neat and straight. But here I am, a grown-up man
so this is a
with
man.
troubles on my plate. Learning lessons
guy from
hard
Silver Sun
way.
Pickups.
In this soul life so gritty. Next time I'll pay my toll first and won't end up feeling pity.
Damn, this is good, man. You've been winning these brother battles like no one's business. I think I'm like 1 of 5, 1 of 4.
I've kind of figured out. I've messed around with it a little bit, and I found out like keeping it simpler is better, and like giving it like emotional tone really helps.
I'm
serious. You don't believe me. I made a bunch on my own.
As am I.
Okay. Well, maybe you just learn slower.
I've got
Maybe
the
we made
microplastics.
maybe we made this and you got more microplastics. Yeah. Okay, I won that one.
Oh, you won.
We don't even
You
need a
won.
vote.
Yeah,
But yours
that's-
wasn't bad. Yours
No,
wasn't
mine-
bad at all. But
Yeah, no, you're
But,
you're a literal. I mean, you study. You study. You're a student of. You're a student of seeing Suno.
Oh my gosh. I'm just saying that I've noticed some things that maybe you could
That's a
delete
good way to
couple.
say it. That's
I've
a
noticed
I've
a few
noticed
things.
a few things. Let's say a less arrogant way to say it.
What did I say?
I don't remember.
This is
I just try
ultimate
and
projection
I
here,
try and
folks.
give you a compliment, and then you're like, you know what?
Ultimate projection. I'm
I've
gonna
been-
take it. No, I do that. I take compliments. I either if I'm in an anxious state, I take compliments poorly.
But if you're feeling good,
if I'm feeling good,
then you're
I'll
like,
just
I
will
actually,
take it and run with it.
I actually am part
Yeah,
brainchild of Suno. Actually.
brainchild of Suno. Yeah. Well, guys,
Good times.
this has been fun.
This
I've
is-
had
but
a
not
really good
funny.
time, but not funny.
We love it, guys.
Maybe a little comedy has happened. Maybe not.
We've never
You
once
be
gone
the
over
judge of
1
that.
minute and 1 hour and 14
1 hour and
minutes, and
14
we're not going to
minutes.
do it
We're
now.
not going to start now. So here's the deal. We're moving to a new studio here soon, which is really fun. We're starting to really take this seriously. I hope you guys like the audio quality here. I hope
We've
you
been
guys
working
like.
on it.
Hope you guys like the bits and the pieces that we're doing, the flow. Go ahead and if you have some friends, some family that you think would benefit,
Tell them to start flashing children.
tell them to start flashing children now, or otherwise they're never gonna get good.
They're never going to do it.
Never gonna get good.
And tell
you
them to
know?
start eating hamburger out of dumpsters.
Burning dumpsters.
Burning dumpsters.
if they're shitty enough.
Go to a BK and get your family fed.
There's gotta be good food in the dumpster behind a DK.
I'm sure, dude. Dumpster diving is a thing. There's a lot of people that can just.
Is that the same song still playing?
I don't know. I think it's a new one actually. I
Oh.
think it's like something different.
Oh, some random one.
Yeah.
The only one on earth.
See, now that we don't have a schedule, I feel free. Now I can just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that we're through the schedule.
Right. Yeah. I want to talk about trash. Like if I was a smarter man, I would dumpster dive, because like there's MFers making all kinds of come ups on dumpster dive, on like makeup
Well, not even just
dumpster
food,
diving.
yeah, makeup,
and then you
yeah.
can resell it online.
Wait, really?
Oh, I think
Is it
so.
like dumpster diving an art?
Oh my God.
Have you
yes.
heard about this ambergris thing?
No, what is that?
So like ambergris is whale fat, and like whales will die, and then like ambergris will just like roll up on beaches.
Okay.
And like you're like, whale fat, that's fucking disgusting. Why would I want to find a chunk of whale fat? Guess what it's used in?
Candles.
No,
Jewelry.
No.
Makeup.
Close.
Hemorrhoid cream.
No. Makeup is the right track.
Okay.
Beautification product for women
Oh,
and men.
Botox? No, that's
No,
botulism
no.
stuff.
Smell. Perfume, baby.
Oh, really?
It's like all of the nicest, most expensive perfume. Isn't that the funniest thing you've ever heard? Ambergris is like, if you buy a bottle of perfume that costs $300,
Yeah.
that shit is made out of ambergris.
Oh my God! Well, it's
And
probably because
so
it sticks to you. There's
some
probably
people-
a study, or yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about perfume. A lot of like these like non-perfumes, like they'll smell good for like.
Okay, this was just
Just
on
a
my
second.
phone.
I saw that you were looking at that.
I wasn't looking. I didn't look up. I did not type in Kratom and look it up. It literally was just on my phone.
Wake up, Tyler.
Wake up, Tyler.
You did.
I've been in a Kratom coma for the last year and a half.
You're the true Kratom king. You actually were a big part of Kratom.
Largest
in the United States.
ambergris find.
Yeah, we're gonna leave you on
Wait.
largest
Yeah,
ambergris
largest
find.
ambergris find. What is the largest piece of ambergris ever found? 280 pound piece of ambergris off the coast of Yemen. How much do you think it was worth?
More or less than the horse?
Less than the horse, substantially.
700,000.
1.5 million.
Wow.
Two,
Okay.
280 pound. 280 pound.
That's a piece of ambergris, huh?
Yeah, ambergris value per pound.
That looks like it's got a fruit in it.
So 10,000.
I feel like that's like a cashew before it's like hold. Is this it?
Oh, never mind.
Is it vomit?
I'm sorry.
It's Will
1.5
vomit?
million per pound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay.
Arabians-
The AI's not working. The AI's not
Can
working.
you say
for us.
Arabians? Something about Arabians feels
Feeling a
racist.
little, that's,
Arabians used ambergris whale feces to make perfume. Okay, isn't that?
Wait, is ambergris whale feces?
I heard
Okay,
vomit. I heard
You gotta love that. Wow.
ambergris king.
Well, that's the thing. It's supposed to smell. It smells really good, apparently.
Wait, really? I would think it would just be a binding agent, not an actual fragrance.
It smells good.
I want to scratch and sniff ambergris. I want to know what that smells like.
Oh man, Kevin had a really good idea for advertisements for Wonderland Cleaning.
Okay.
It's a scratch-off ticket.
Okay.
And it's dirt on different things, and you send it out as a mailer, and people scratch off the dirt from different like furniture items to see if they get like a different prize.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
good,
nice.
Kevin. If you're watching,
Kevin.
that was a really good idea.
Kevin-
I'm gonna steal it. And I'm
Kevin,
gonna
Papa
sell
James,
it.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's hustling. I'm excited. As soon as I'm not, bordering on bankruptcy, I'm gonna bring him on for like marketing, which would be really cool.
That's huge, folks. We are the That's Not Funny Comedy Podcast. We love you. This week, try to do something. Try to do something nice for a child. Try and do something nice for a child this week.
And I'm just gonna go opposite side. Do something really fucked up to a kid this week.
Well, no, we sent him with real deliverables.
Oh, okay. Don't get caught though.
Wow. Wow.
No. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna get a real one. Draw something.
Oh, okay. That's
Draw
good.
something.
Yeah,
Sit
that's
down with
nice.
find your favorite pen.
Draw something for a child, and
but not your penis.
your penis, not
your
you
penis.
flashing your. Come on.
Not your penis.
You guys gotta stop
Not
with
your
all that.
penis. My MO always used to be whenever I would leave somebody alone with Lupin, the last thing I would say, I would walk out of the room and then I'd put my head back in through the door and I would say, whatever you do, don't suck his penis.
I do remember you saying that.
Yeah. I
do
said that to
remember saying
everyone.
that,
I said it
yeah.
to everyone at least once.
Yeah, including your mother-in-law.
My great grandmother did not think it was funny.
Folks, we love you, and we will see you next week. Mwah.
Live
Yeah.
Friday night. Mwah.